want to talk about that. I want to talk about the unnamed celebrity, what she did to me. So this unnamed celebrity actress who shall remain nameless. I'm sitting there talking, somebody grabbed my arms and they forcefully turned me around.
Hey y'all, grab your teacups, because this drama between Sherri Shepard and Nia Long, whoo, nobody saw this one coming. So, Sherri is making it loud and clear that she is not happy with how Nia treated her the last time they crossed paths at a Hollywood event, and she's spilling all the details for the world to hear. Now, when Sherri first talked about this mess on her show, she didn't drop any names, but best believe she gave enough hints for folks to connect the dots. And guess what? Yep, the internet detectives did their thing and figured out that the mystery celeb who allegedly put hands on her at the Othello premiere in New York was none other than Nia Long. And now that the tea is officially out, oh baby, Sherri is done holding back. She is straight up calling her out for being disrespectful and making problems out of nothing. Sherri showed up to that event thinking she was about to have a good time with her people, but instead, Nia turned the night into a whole disaster. And get this, sources say that Nia dragged her so hard, her wig even came off. Woo, talk about a mess. Now, I know some of y'all might find it hard to believe that Nia Long would be out here confronting folks like this, but hear me out. When Sherri first told the story, she didn't reveal the name. She just described the situation, and let's just say, it didn't take long for fans to start connecting the pieces. So let's set the scene. The Broadway premiere of Othello went down on March 23rd, and when I tell you Hollywood's finest were in the building, I mean, everybody and their mama was there. Candy Burris and her husband Todd Tucker produced the show. Denzel Washington and Jake Gyllenhaal were leading the cast. Big names like Angela Bassett, Jennifer Lopez, Martha Stewart, and even President Joe Biden and First Lady Dr. Jill Biden pulled up. It was a star-studded night, no doubt about it. And of course, Sherri Shepard was there too, ready to celebrate. Nia Long was also spotted on the red carpet, cheesing like everything was all good. But baby, just a few days later, Sherri went on her show and made it clear that the vibes that night were not as friendly as they seemed. According to Sherri, she was just minding her business, chatting it up with her friends, when out of nowhere someone grabbed her arm and spun her around like she was caught stealing or something. Like, excuse me? The audacity! And listen, if y'all been keeping up with the drama surrounding Sherri taking over the Wendy Williams show, you know some folks weren't too happy about that transition. And let's be real, Sherri's new show definitely gives Wendy vibes, just without the purple chair and all the extra shade. She spills the tea, gives her opinions, and keeps it pushing. So what was Nia so pressed about?
No, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the unnamed celebrity, what she did to me. Bring it back down. No, I'm going to talk about this unnamed celebrity. So, let me tell y'all something here. I get along with everybody. I really do. I get along with everybody. So I'm standing there and I was talking to Kadeen and DeVal Ellis. And DeVal Ellis is on Sister. So I'm talking to this. So this unnamed celebrity actress who shall remain nameless. I'm sitting there talking, somebody grabbed my arms and they forcefully turned me around. So I'm in a good mood. So I go, hi, what's going on? Because I know her. And she says to me, she goes, you've been shading me a lot. That's what she said to me. And I said to her, I said, no, I haven't, because I was really confused. And then she goes, yes, you have. And then she just walked off. Now, let me tell you something. First of all, I know who I shade, because I don't shade many people. It might be one person I shade. And I never have shaded this unnamed celebrity. And I'm like, and so she came up to me in front of everybody going, you shaded me. And then she walks off. So, hey, unnamed, so I was mad. I was really mad. And I said, you know what? You don't freaking get to do that to me. So I went to the bathroom during intermission. I stood there for 15 minutes waiting for a meeting in the ladies' room, okay? I stood there. You wanna tell me I shaded you? No. You don't get to pull me and turn me around like we in a daggone cartoon and then walk away. So I would say the unnamed celebrity, because you think I done shaded you, which means you watch my show. I don't know who you think I am. I think you get me confused with somebody, one of the bloggers or the influencers, because I know I didn't shade you. Matter of fact, when something scandalous came up about you, I was on your side when it happened. So I would say the unnamed celebrity, because we've known each other a long time. Come sit on my couch so we can talk about it. And you know who you are. People get stuff confused. I'm so sweet. I'm a praying person. If you need something, I'll give you some scriptures. I'll make you feel good. But I am from Chicago, okay? I don't play like that.
Now, at first, Sherri tried to brush the whole thing off. But as she kept thinking about it, she got more and more heated. Sis even went to the restroom and waited, hoping this unnamed celebrity would walk in so they could have a little chat. But guess what? The person never showed. So, all that built-up frustration ended up spilling over onto her show. Even then, Sherri didn't say the person's name. Instead, she encouraged the unnamed celeb to reach out so they could squash whatever beef was brewing. But y'all know how the internet works. People were on it. And once Sherri did that little impression of the mystery person, saying a lot in a way that was just too similar to how Nia Long talks, baby, case closed. It didn't take long before blog pages started reporting that sources confirmed it really was Nia who confronted Sherri at the event. And honestly, this kinda checks out. Nia already has a reputation for being a little difficult to work with and not always the nicest person in the room. So, her pulling Sherri to the side and pressing her like that in front of everybody, yeah, sounds about right. And let's not forget, no grown adult should be out here putting hands on someone else, especially at a classy Hollywood event like this. If Nia really had an issue with something Sherri said, there were a million other ways she could have handled it. Like, girl, if you felt away, you could have just said, hey, when you get a chance at the end of tonight, I'd like to chat. Or even later on, she could have pulled her to the side and had a grown woman conversation instead of coming in hot with, you've been shading me, and then storming off. Like, what? What kind of reaction was she expecting? And the real kicker? Sherri has never said anything bad about Nia, at least not publicly. In fact, every time she's mentioned Nia before, it's always been positive. So this confrontation completely caught her off guard. And what did Nia do in response to all the drama? Nothing. Sis just posted a photo with the caption about last night, acting totally unbothered.
Last year, Nia and Ime split after, but I ain't say Nia's name wrong, all right. They split after a cheating scandal involving Ime and another woman. So Nia sat down with Jeezy and said the breakup was a wake-up call for her.
You know, I had a really public breakup recently. It was a wake-up call for me in the sense of like, okay, you're gonna do this on your own. I had to come to a place where loving myself was bigger and more important than saving anybody.
You are absolutely right. And you know, I know what this is like because I've been cheated on in the past and I had the same wake-up call. And I was like, Sherri, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. So Nia, girl, I understand. Take some time for yourself to heal because you will heal, definitely.
So yeah, if Sherri was sitting around waiting for an apology, she might as well pull up a chair and get comfortable, because that ain't happening. If you know anything about Nia Long, then you already know. She does not do apologies. She lets people talk, lets the drama roll off her back, and keeps it moving. And that's exactly what's making Sherri so mad. Like, how you gonna step to somebody in public, in front of everybody, and then act like it was nothing? Now, here's the real question for y'all. Whose side are you on? Was Nia wrong for pulling up on Sherri like that? Or do you think Sherri is just making a big deal out of nothing? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because baby, this tea is too good not to discuss. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the suggested video.